Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. He may try and run for this. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
There, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Spins away. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They needed inches, but they got yards and plenty of them.
And that often happens when everyone's stacked near the line of scrimmage when, as you said, all you need are inches. So you bring people closer to it. If you pop it free as he did there, it's a lot of grass available for him to run on.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Lock in.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch safety creep. Safety 18.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Flush to his right. He's got the hook off to Miller. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
Run.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get off field and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, this is Madison. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Lock in.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Alert.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 52.
Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Brings up second down at the Bears' 37-yard line.
Draw play, Madison. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go. Check 53. He's coming in.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, switch gears. Red, up.
This time, Trubisky will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, London.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He finds Taylor. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A gain of 15. And the London.
Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Kill. 49, check 49, check 49.
Here's Madison running on first down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 38, Jackson. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka from the left hash. A chip shot here. Hauschka's kick is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
56. Let's go one more.
Now it's Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Get up. 180. Work. He get 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Slide. No.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll find Metcalf.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Pick up the ball.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
16-yard line.
56. Ready?
9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. Oh, Bananas Miller, he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. Now we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers. No accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another carry now for Madison. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. On the return is Cohen. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they worked on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. One last shot for Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
You better be ready next time.
But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for our visitors, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss here is their 10th.
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euro. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted. Comes in 3.